Debonair. Okay. What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the building didn't start yet, y'all. The village ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Make sure y'all drink water, man. Make sure y'all drink water. Y'all been running around here smelling any type of way. Anyway. Russell Simmons was accused of an alleged sexual assault back in whatever 2017, 2018, something like that, right? And 2017, right? And he did probably what most men that could afford it would do in situations like that, right? I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying none of that because I don't know what the hell. I'm still confused about everything that happened. Allegedly, a woman pops out, right? This is around the time when the Me Too movement was like taking off. Like everybody was getting accused of whatever. The Me Too movement was what was running around, right? Doing this, doing that, whatever the case may be. And Russell Simmons' name came up. And the first thing he did was he sold everything and jumped ship. He moved to, I believe back then he moved to, I believe Taiwan or Indonesia. I can't remember. One of those countries. I can't remember. Whatever. And a lot of people was like, oh, he must be guilty because he packed up and left. And in my mind, I was thinking, I mean, what if he was innocent and packed up and left? We don't know. But let's get into it, y'all, because he's finally breaking his silence and trying to speak about it. I have not seen this video yet, so I don't know what to expect. But let's get into
it. And sad and from an insecurity that feeds it. And a lot of reasons why we were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept with, thousands. And we're talking about 6 people.
There were like 20, right? I mean, range from
I spoke
assault
poorly. You mean
rape
that's not, no. Yeah. I spoke poorly to 15 of them. I mean, 12 of them. I spoke poorly all the time. I'm a Def Comedy Jam guy. I was crude. So how many compromising situations was I in? And if you call that person and say, can you help me help these other women? Then you can get them to tell a story and reimagine a story. And I'm not here to say what they were thinking, but I can simply tell you that I was in so many compromising situations that people can have a recollection from 30 or 40 years ago. And it can be different from my recollection. And it could be one where there was perhaps collaboration. If we had more foursomes than most guys had once, could someone leave and feel hurt? Could someone leave and feel they wish they hadn't? Could someone reimagine a story out of thousands of people? Could someone want notoriety in a market where people thirst for fame, even infamous? Could someone who just came out of jail and want to sue you because they had an experience and they can reimagine it just a little bit different? And could you be vulnerable enough to accept it? I took 9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association.
Let me say this, man. And I was trying my best not to stop it. But I'm confused first of all, as to what's going on. Number one, that's first and foremost. I don't know what is. I'm so confused as far as I don't know if this is a snippet, if this is a trailer. I don't know what's going on. This guy's all over the place. Let me address the last thing he spoke about. The last thing he spoke about, he basically was saying that he took 9 separate lie detector tests. Okay, cool. That doesn't automatically mean that you are innocent just because you passed a lie detector test. A lot of the people, you're able to slow your heart rate down slow enough to the point where you can be able to pass whatever questions with flying color, whatever test with flying colors. So I get what you're saying. As far as I'm talking about, oh, listen, I was a crude person. I was a Def Comedy Jam type of guy. So I used to say a lot of rude things. So people will get upset at me and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Someone that you were having consensual sex with can wake up the next day and view it differently the next day, which I can honestly agree with. Why? Because I've had stuff like that happen to my homies. I've had stuff like that happen to the point where unfortunately, he got involved with the police, this, that, and third. Luckily, the girl finally told the truth, but it was months later down the line. By that time, the damage was already done. My homie was already locked up I think for what, I don't even know, 3-4 months, maybe give or take. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Or whatever the case may be. This happened when I was in high school. Or whatever the case may be. And she basically lied because she didn't want her family knowing that she was sexually active. So when her family found out that she was having sex, the first thing she said was, "Oh, he forced me." Next thing you know, my homie was damn near was spending could have been, sentenced to years, years of prison time, and he was innocent the whole time. So yes, he is. I have to agree with that part that he was saying. As far as everything else, he was talking about saying, "Hey, listen, I had more foursomes than most dudes slept with one chick." That's wild. This man also said he slept with thousands of women. That's even more insane. These are the things that happen when you are at that level. As far as being a celebrity, these are the things that happens. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole nother level. And I'm not saying that I know that because I'm a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm far from one. But I've hung around a lot of dudes that makes a lot of money. I've hung around a lot of guys that's cleared $200,000-$300,000, and I've seen how women act like that just with basic quote unquote everyday dudes. They're not everyday, but I mean everyday as far as being out here. Everyday dudes and how they interact with women. And once women find out how much money they make, I've seen how easily available they made themselves to that man that makes a lot of money. So picture an everyday dude such as my boss or a boss's boss that's clearing $200,000-$300,000. Compare that to a Russell Simmons from the 80s and 90s making millions of dollars, and everybody know who you are. The amount of ass being thrown at that man, I can only imagine. And this is the reason why I've said, as far as like the Johnny Depps, the Chris Browns, the Michael Irvins, and all these other damn dudes. I've said this all the time. When you're on that level, it's hard for me to to take the immediate side of the woman, because it's just like, bro, this man has waves of women ready to bend over the minute that his plane lands. Chris Brown is, Chris Brown is one of them pretty boys. Light skin, pretty damn teeth. Every girl wants like a Chris Brown, a version of a Chris Brown. Them pretty ass boys that them girls damn like. So when all those allegations first popped up, oh, well, he forced me to do A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. The first thing I said was, bro, I cannot agree to that. I cannot believe that this woman was being forced by Chris Brown. This man is having, again, just like Russell Wilson, Russell Simmons said, yo, I'm having more foursomes than the other dudes is having sex with one woman. Foursomes, fivesomes, straight up orgy. Chris Brown said it best. Chris Brown was like, yo, bro, he said it on whose podcast he said this in? And whatever. The man said, yo, listen, bro, I wake up to an orgy of 5+ women every damn morning. That's just regular for him. To us guys, how many times we've had orgies like that? Once in 10 years? With that being said, I am not saying that Russell Simmons is innocent. I'm not saying that Russell Simmons is guilty. I'm not. But let me. I'm just. This whole thing is confusing me. I didn't want to stop it, but I just had to say that.
One for each of the serious accusations. One for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that I've never been violent. Took that. One for I apologize.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do this because I have the full video. I wasn't planning on doing the full because the full video is like 10 minutes long, but I just don't understand what's going on here. Let me pause this. I honestly don't understand what's going on here. I really don't. And when I found this snippet, the first thing I did was I looked for the full video. Thank God I was able to find it. But when I found this snippet, the first thing I thought in my mind was, okay, cool. It's about 2 minutes long, whatever. They'll probably explain what happened, what's going on. But this dude is just like jumping around, and I don't know if it's because the interviewer is asking questions and they're using this as like a quote unquote like a trailer. I don't know, but I'm probably more confused than I was before I watched this this goddamn video. So again, I wasn't planning on it, but I'm gonna do the full reaction to this video. So yeah, man. Anyway, I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol so same time I upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. I look forward to reading all y'all comments, if any. So until next time, please, man, be safe for her, cuz.